women's wrestling, not only does women's wrestling make money, but it deserves that prime real estate right at the top of the marquee, just besides the men's wrestling every single night. And I'm here to show you why women's wrestling matters.
It's by the woman and for the woman. With Mickie James as an executive producer, we're having an all-women's pay-per-view.
And Eva Marie is coming. Will Evalution include a muscle? Here are the names that are being mentioned.
Welcome everyone to Ring the Bell. This is Diaz.
And the Sriracha Muchacha, Paloma Star.
I am obsessed with your Powerpuff Girl t-shirt.
Isn't it so cute? Which
So
you can buy now at my Pro Wrestling's Tee store.
Chica, go.
Get it? Because Chicago. I'm a Powerpuff Girl because one time somebody described me as a mixture of a Powerpuff Girl and Xena Warrior Princess. I'm like, yeah, that's definitely me.
I can totally see that. Oh my god, so many crazy things happening in the world of women's wrestling, and we finally have some good news, for God's sake. Mickie James is doing God's work. She's saying hashtag women's wrestling matters because she showed up on NWA to announce that she will be executive producing all women's wrestling pay-per-view there at NWA.
The first pay-per-view will be the first NWA all women's pay-per-view with Mickie James as executive producer.
So let's really get into this announcement. So NW Power opened with this major announcement. Mickie James showed up. She was there with the promoter Billy Corgan and opened up the show saying that NWA will be returning to St. Louis on August 28th for the all-women's pay-per-view. It's the first for NWA, but also it's the first, I think in general, for the women executive producing a all-women's pay-per-view. What did you think of this news?
I was so happy and ecstatic because, like you said, it's by women for women. So it's awesome that not only is going to be an all-women show, but it's going to be produced by a woman. What a crazy thought. Yay, much needed, awesome thought. Like, I feel like, why hasn't this been done before? But I'm so glad that Mickie James is spearheading it. What better person to do this than Mickie James? Like, she knows the struggles, she's been through it, and she's going to be such a great leader and to look up to and to show that, hey, look, women can do it all. Women can wrestle and be producers. So I'm very, very excited for it. Super exciting news. And like you said, I'm so glad to be coming and doing an actual news episode. That's good news. Yay!
I mean, this is really cool because like when WWE did Evolution, I mean, we saw that like, okay, Ronda Rousey and Bella Twins here, we're doing it now. And like there was a whole controversy about, I guess they're doing Saudi Arabia, they don't want women, so we're doing Evolution. There was like some like fishy stuff going on, but we've seen Mickie. Mickie has been fighting to have this chance for a long time. She talked about how she's been pitching all women's wrestling show for ages at WWE, but they basically told her women don't make money.
He says to me, they're never going to do it. Ever. Women's wrestling doesn't really make money. The Women's Evolution pay-per-view, lowest rated pay-per-view ever in the history of WWE pay-per-views.
So she's coming here, she freaking did a mic drop promo saying that women's wrestling matters, women's wrestling makes money. She's gonna have the best of best women in the scene, all the way from legends to rookies that hasn't been discovered. She's gonna bring them all and have this amazing pay-per-view is what she said.
I want this to be an all-inclusive, all-embracing thing, because the only way that it's going to be successful is if we all come together for like one purpose and want to prove I'm reaching out and I really want to make this magic. And I think that there's a way to do some really good business across all the brands. And I just want to unite and do something magical. So,
and she also kind of talked a little bit more about this event in the post show and also on God TV, and she kind of talked about she wanted to work with other promotions. She talked about Deonna Purrazzo.
In every company, I mean, Deonna's killing it in Impact. Britt's killing it at AEW. You know, what Maria's doing with the Women of Honor division. Like,
she might be trying to work with AEW, knowing that, you know, NW and AEW has that great relationship. So I really think, knowing that Mickie James, I mean, she's such a big name, this could be a interpromotional, intergalaxy, amazing event.
It's going to be amazing, and what a great way to do it, because there's amazing, talented women in all companies. So what a better way to showcase them than and being able to work together. When wrestling companies work together, you better the product. And it's such a weird concept, especially in independent wrestling. I definitely have dealt with it, where if you work for one company, you can't work for the other one. Like, I get it sometimes when there's TV deals involved in contracts, but on the independent level, that shouldn't be it. Like, we're independent contractors. We're independent for a reason. So it's really weird to see when independent companies be that petty and be like, if you work for this person, you can't work for this company. So I feel like if bigger companies like NWA and AEW and Impact can work together, that it's to better the business. You know, put egos aside. This is what is going to better the business, is to working together. And I hope that just trickles down to the independent scene as well.
So already we know that NWA, we have big names like Melina, Taryn Terrell, and we also got Kylie Ray in there, Thunder Rosa's there. We've also got some opportunities with AEW collaboration, Impact collaboration, that's awesome. On God TV, she alluded to Victoria and Sol Caval coming to the show. So I almost feel like the possibility is really just endless. I'm already seeing Alundra Blaze Medusa working out, so she could be, I think she deserves a good retirement match.
Totally agree, for sure, she does.
So I am so excited for this. This is gonna be like even better Evolution, if anything.
Yee, so excited. And hey, you never know, maybe they need to spice it up and throw some sriracha muchacha in there.
I'm just gonna let you know, everyone, tweet at Mickie James, let's like Paloma into NWA Empowerrr. Oh, by the way, I forgot to talk about the name of it. It's Empowerrr with the triple R. Empowerrr. And what better way to have other multiple R's involved? Paloma Star.
Regardless if I'm on it or not, it's awesome to see there be more women's wrestling available and opportunities and more places for women wrestlers to excel and show people what they can do, because it wasn't that long ago there wasn't this many opportunities for women wrestlers. So like I said, if I'm on it or not, it's just so awesome and applaud them. And I love seeing women succeed. Like, women supporting women should be what it's all about. It shouldn't be like, oh, I can't believe she's on it, or I should be on it, or I deserve it. No. Women supporting women will make women better and make women's wrestling better in general.
And you know what? That's what I've been seeing on Twitter. Maria Kanellis on the ROH is like supporting this. Gail Kim from Impact, she's working with the women there. She's supporting it. So it's women supporting women. Except for Stephanie. Except for Stephanie. Just kidding. Shameless plug. If you haven't seen my episode with God TV yet, go watch it. It's apparently on the top 10 viewed episode of God TV. I've surpassed Chris Van Blades, just saying. Interview King, hello.
It's such a good episode. If you guys haven't seen it, go right now. I was there for the live preview of it, and it was awesome being able to chat with everybody. And it was actually really cool seeing like Victoria and Mickie James and SoCal Val even praise Ring the Bell. And they're just like, when I went to the chat, they're like, hi Paloma. I'm like, oh what? Hello, that's me. So it's really cool to see them not only recognizing Ring the Bell, but really putting a spotlight on you, TS.
I know.
Because you definitely deserve it, and it's so awesome, and everybody go see it.
Well, let's talk about all pink, everything, Eva Marie, Evalution.
They're really into this whole Lucian thing, just Emma, Eva, Evo. They're really into the Lucian thing over there in WWE.
This brings me all the memory of Evolution. But anyway, Evolution has been teased for weeks now. She's doing all these like, I'm a role model. By the way, if you are confused if she's being face or heel, she's definitely heel. And it's been reported by Wrestling Observer Radio that Eva Marie will be heel. She's saying face stuff, but she's a heel. I think she's like acting as one of those like influencers that are like, get some sun, be positive, but they're like so annoying. She's definitely doing that, so she's a heel. She's a heel. Don't fall for it if you think she's a face. Can't help you. Apparently the plan is that she will have muscle that will go with her. She will be wrestling, but she will have like a possible bodyguard to go with her. You know, kind of like how she did it already in NXT with Nia Jax. So the names being discussed right now is Mercedes Martinez of NXT and Piper Niven of NXT UK. What do we think of this?
If I had to pick between those two, it would be neither of them. I'm just kidding. Just because I feel they're both amazing talents that do not need anybody else to be somebody's muscle. I feel like they will excel great on their own. But if I had to pick one, it'll probably be Piper, because I feel like we haven't seen a lot of her besides in the UK, so this would be a great introduction to the like regular NXT crowd. And I just feel like Mercedes Martinez has been on a roll. I mean, she's always been on a roll her whole career, and like maybe she already set her foot down one time for the whole retribution thing, so hopefully she'll do it again. But I think this will kind of be a good introduction, just as long as it leads to maybe Piper eventually turning on Eva. That would be awesome. It'd be interesting to see what happens. I do have a theory. Remember, I said this on the Discord chat, so if you were on the Discord chat, you would have known this. What if they're like hyping Eva up to this whole thing, and she like gets brought back, like whoever the muscle is, that's gonna be them? Because remember that one time when they were like hyping up Brodus Clay to be this like big old monster, and he just turns out to be like a dancing dinosaur with funkadelics.
So Eva Marie will be a dancer? Oh wait,
No.
the bodyguard will be a dancer.
Yes.
Piper Niven and Mercedes Martinez as Funkadactyls.
Oh no. Never mind.
So current news is that Piper Niven's name is coming up more often than Martinez's name, so maybe Piper Niven. I personally think Piper Niven is a better pick because, you know, she's been good on the NXT UK, but she's kind of, I don't know, I think Moxie and Joey talked about this a lot in the review. She needs a little extra spice, and maybe even Marie being hated so much, but also getting so much clicks and views and so much just conversation going on just in general might be something that she needs. You know, Eva Marie, I didn't really care for her last run, but you know, she gets people talking, even though it's bad. I feel like in the current Raw, at least Eva Marie wants me to watch something to see if she does well or not.
That's true. Very true. For sure. And I feel like whenever she does debut or return, I think they might be doing live shows by then. So maybe they'll have an actual crowd reaction. But people need to know, if you're booing her, you're still giving her a reaction. Like, that's what they want. Like, if you really don't want to support somebody, regardless of who it is, even if it's not even like, don't say anything. Like, that's way worse than being booed. Like, having no reaction is worse than a bad reaction.
I feel like that's what's happening with Rhea Ripley, to be honest.
I know. I feel bad. Like, she just feels so produced. Like, she feels like that she's being told what to say and what to do, but it's very obviously like, I am doing this, I am a robot.
You know, championship mostly help people out, but I don't know if that's helping Rhea. But anyway, shades aside.
She needs a crowd. I think if the crowd was there, they'll totally be behind her, but she definitely needs a crowd. But
moving on, so we're gonna wrap this up with this really fun news about Girl by Ariane Andrew, formerly known as Cameron of Funkadactyls. She's releasing a song. Is this the song?
Oh, my phone's ringing. Sorry. Sorry.
What was that?
It was my ringtone. My phone.
Oh, ringtone. I was like, you were so quick to cue that up.
I got the song right here for you.
Ariane Andrew is working with this Grammy Award-winning producer Damon Sharpie, and they partnered up and they're remixing one of her songs called Born With It. And I'm just gonna play it right now because it's f***ing a bop.
Dance break.
Okay. Bad bitch, you in my way. My man, do whatever I say. Lane switching on the highway. Honey,
You know what? I freaking love it. And she gave me a little preview and I like freaking loved it. What a summer song, you know?
Yeah, I feel like I want to go to the bar and dance to this song.
We really should. The thing that I've seen from her is that she was hanging out with Naomi the other weekend, and now that Lana's gone, and she wrestled again. She wrestled again at AEW's show, so maybe Funkadactyl is in the house soon.
That was a Funkadactyl dance.
Girl, bye! Okay.
I would definitely love to see a Funkadactyl reunion. Even if it was just once, it'd be great.
It'll be great, it'll be great. But anyway, thank you so much for this episode of News and Rumor. I'm so excited for everything. Empowerrr, I'm definitely gonna be there, St. Louis. Let's just do a whole Ring the Bell, like, meet up there. That'll be so fun. I hope they have, like, a red carpet interview or something like that, so I could be out there, like, interviewing people. That'd be so cute.
Oh my god, you'd be so good at that too.
Paloma, where can we find you?
You can find me at Paloma Star on Instagram and Twitter, and you can find my super cute Powerpuff Chicago shirts at my Pro Wrestling Tee store. Yes, where can we find you and your cute top?
You can find me at DShin on Instagram and Ring the Bell DS on Twitter, and you can find this top on Grind. Just kidding. in St. Louis, get grinders. No. So women's wrestling periodic table t-shirt you can get on our Teespring. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye.